Have you ever felt the need to stand on an island, not of sand and sea but of ancient stone and sky? This is a journey for the seeker of horizons, the one who understands that to see the world differently, you must first change your elevation. We are going to a place where the Earth itself tells a story written over 400 million years. Our destination is an archetype, a geological celebrity so unique it gave its name to a worldwide phenomenon. We travel to Whitman County, Washington, in the heart of the American Northwest. Our goal is the summit of a silent giant that has watched empires of rock and wheat rise and fall around it. This is the story of Steptoe Butte, a quartzite island jutting defiantly from the rolling, silty seas of the Palouse Hills. It's a place where a single step up takes you a million years back in time. Prepare to gain a perspective that stretches not just for miles, but across the vastness of geological history. Imagine the scene, a landscape of soft, undulating hills, a velvet quilt of green and mauve stitched together under an immense sky. Then, rising from its center like an ancient stone heart, is the thimble-shaped peak of the butte. It doesn't just sit on the landscape, it commands it. The journey begins not with a climb, but with a drive through the Palouse, a region sculpted by wind and ancient floods into a masterpiece of agricultural beauty. The roads curve and dip with the land, each turn revealing another perfect fold in the earth. Occasional barns, weathered and red, dot the landscape like lonely sentinels. As you approach, the scale of the butte becomes clear. It is an outlier, a geological stranger from the distant Coeur d'Alene Mountains of Idaho, separated from its family by time and torrents of lava. It stands approximately 1,000 feet above the surrounding countryside, a true monarch of this domain. The rock beneath your feet changes as you begin the ascent, a silent transition from the young 15-million-year-old basalt of the plains to the unbelievably ancient, 400-million-year-old quartzite of the butte itself. You are literally driving up through the layers of deep time. The air grows cooler, cleaner, filled with the promise of the panorama to come. The narrow paved road is your guide, a ribbon of asphalt winding its way around the butte's formidable girth. It's an intimate dance with the mountain, revealing new angles and shifting colors with every turn. The world below begins to shrink, transforming into a living, breathing map. Look closely at the hills below, how the light plays upon their contours, shifting their colors from moment to moment. This is a photographer's paradise, a landscape that is never the same twice. It's a living canvas painted by the sun. The park itself, a publicly owned 150-acre recreation area, feels like a sanctuary preserved for this very experience. It was born from a vision of preservation, a gift from a man named Virgil McCroskey in 1946. His generosity ensured this view would never be owned, but instead shared by all. The name of this place, Steptoe, is not a geological term but a historical one, a marker of human conflict and exploration. It was named for Colonel Edward Steptoe, a U.S. Army officer from a different, more turbulent era. The butte stands as a silent monument, bearing his name into the future. But there's another ghost on this mountain, a phantom of ambition and luxury. From 1888 to 1908, a hotel built by a man named James Cashup Davis stood right at the summit. Imagine arriving by carriage to this windswept peak, to dine and sleep among the clouds. The Cashup Hotel was a wonder of its time, offering unparalleled views and a respite from the world below. It tragically burned down in 1911, leaving behind only foundations and stories whispered on the wind. An interpretive sign at the summit shares this tale, a poignant reminder of human dreams built on an eternal foundation. And here is the most fascinating twist: this specific butte became the global standard. Geologists now refer to any isolated peak of older rock surrounded by younger lava flows as a steptoe. This quiet hill in Washington didn't just get a name, it gave its name to the world. The story of preservation continues into the modern day, with a new chapter of generosity. In 2016, two couples purchased over 400 acres on the Butte's slopes, not for development, but for protection. They safeguarded this land before donating it to the state, ensuring the island remains an island forever. The final turn of the road is completed, and the car comes to a rest in the summit parking area. You step out and the first thing that hits you is not the view but the wind. It's a constant, powerful presence, the timeless voice of the butte itself. Then you turn and face the horizon, and the world simply falls away at your feet. The 3,612-foot elevation grants you a divine perspective, a breathtaking 360-degree spectacle. It feels as if you are standing on the deck of a great ship, sailing a rolling sea of green and gold. The view unfurls in every direction, a patchwork tapestry of farms, fields, and distant mountain ranges. The sheer vastness is humbling, a visual feast that stretches for up to 200 miles on a clear day. Your eyes trace the horizon, spotting the hazy silhouettes of the Blue and Bitterroot Mountains. To the north, a full 70 miles away, Mount Spokane stands clearly against the sky, a fellow giant returning your gaze. You are no longer just in Washington, you are looking deep into the hearts of Idaho and Oregon as well. The boundaries of states and counties dissolve into one magnificent, seamless landscape. This is the climax of the journey, a moment of pure, unadulterated awe. It's a feeling of being simultaneously insignificant in the face of such grandeur, and profoundly connected to it. Time seems to slow down as you absorb the sheer beauty and scale of the American West. As your breath returns, you begin to explore the summit. You find one of the 7 unsheltered picnic tables, a perfect spot to sit and simply be present. The air is alive with energy, a popular launching point for those who wish to truly fly. Listen carefully and you might hear the distinct sound of a hang glider's wing catching the updraft. Watch as they run and leap into the abyss, trusting the wind to carry them over the patchwork quilt below. It is a dance of human courage and natural power. Kites and model airplanes also join the ballet, their colors a stark, beautiful contrast against the deep blue of the sky. This is a playground for those who speak the language of the wind. It's a place not just for seeing but for doing. You wander over to the interpretive panels, piecing together the geology, the history of the Cashup Hotel, and the names of the distant peaks. Each sign adds another layer to your understanding, enriching the view with stories and context. You are now a participant in the Butte's long narrative. Before descending, you take one last, long look. You notice the vault restrooms and the simple barbecue braziers, humble amenities that support a world-class experience. It's a reminder that sometimes the most profound moments require the simplest of settings. The drive down is a different experience, one of reflection. The grand panorama slowly recedes, replaced by more intimate views of the Butte's rocky slopes and hardy vegetation. The world slowly returns to its familiar size. You leave Steptoe Butte State Park changed. You carry with you the memory of the wind, the dizzying scale of the view, and the deep resonant feeling of ancientness. The photos you took will only be a pale imitation of the feeling etched into your mind. You now understand what a Steptoe truly is, a survivor, a remnant of an older world, a testament to the enduring power of rock against the flowing fury of lava. It's a story of resilience you can see and feel. The legacy of this place is twofold, the geological marvel it represents, and the human generosity that has protected it. From McCroskey to the Bassets and Falwells, people have recognized this butte not as property to be exploited, but as a treasure to be shared. So when the world feels small or the horizon seems too close, remember this island in a sea of time. Remember that there is a place you can go to rise above it all, to let your gaze travel for 100 miles, and to feel the steady 400-million-year-old heart of the world beating right beneath your feet.